Welcome to the next lesson of the Amazing Selling Machine, Simple Product Sourcing. And here's what we'll be covering. Why sourcing products is easier than it ever has been. How to source products from the United States or the European Union. Then sourcing products from China and everywhere else. Our simple sourcing system. And some common pitfalls and how to avoid them. So why is sourcing easier than it ever has been? Well, for one, almost any product that you're looking to source can be sourced all in one place. And that's called Alibaba.com. And we'll be showing you exactly how to do that later. Also, suppliers are hungry for our business. This means that they get very competitive and will offer lower pricing and lower MOQs, which is a minimum order quantity. Suppliers are also becoming more and more familiar with Amazon and how to ship and get products prepared for the FBA process. And Alibaba is getting much better at keeping out any unscrupulous suppliers, so you can have a much higher level of confidence that the suppliers you're working with are trustworthy. And we've developed an extremely simple process that anyone can follow in order to source products from anywhere in the world. Now, where you source your products from will depend upon the type of product you're selling. For health, beauty, and cleaning products, you'll want to source inside the USA or the European Union and use Google to find those suppliers. Think of these as anything that goes in your body, on your skin, plus common household cleaners. And some examples are creams, gels, vitamins, supplements, and carpet cleaners. Now, while the USA does have the largest number of suppliers and products of these types, the EU does have a large number as well, and if you live there, it makes sense to check out the EU for suppliers as well. Now, for everything else, you can source using Alibaba.com. And the products will most likely come from China, but they do have other countries there as well. These products are usually too expensive to manufacture anywhere else. And as a recent update, Alibaba has been adding more and more USA suppliers. So if you are looking to source a product from the United States, feel free to check out Alibaba as well. To look for products inside the USA or EU, you simply go to Google and then you'll search for your product with the words either private label or manufacturer behind it. And when reaching out to those suppliers, you'll use the supplier contact templates that we're going to give you in the next lesson. Now, another way to source for products inside the USA and EU is to look for trade shows. You can do a search for private label trade show wherever you're living, and these can be a great way to get exposed to several products and manufacturers that are looking for private label suppliers. However, we don't recommend this for your first product, and it's best once you're already established and you have at least one successful product. Sourcing for all other types of products is even easier because you just use Alibaba.com. When you find your suppliers, you use the exact same supplier contact templates as you use inside the USA and EU, and Alibaba has manufacturers from all over the world. While it's primarily China, they do have suppliers from Pakistan, Taiwan, India, and many, many other places where they have lots of suppliers and manufacturers now. Now let's review our simple sourcing system to see exactly how easy it is. You select the product that you want to source. You search online for your suppliers using either Google or Alibaba. You contact 5 to 10 suppliers and you ask for pricing, the minimum order quantities, production time, and if they can do the packaging for you. Then you order and evaluate 2 to 3 samples from different suppliers. You choose the best supplier, you work with the supplier on the packaging and branding, and then you place your inventory order. That is exactly the entire process, and it's very straightforward. Now, there are some pitfalls you'll want to avoid, such as thinking that these suppliers won't want to deal with you since you're brand new, or what if you say something wrong? You don't need to worry about that because we're going to give you the templates and tell you exactly what to say to them. Also, you want to make sure that you order samples before placing an inventory order. It can be very tempting to skip this process because it does take a week or so to do. However, it's critical that you see and feel your product before you order it. You also want to make sure that you always focus on quality. This is one of the biggest pitfalls we've seen members fall into, and not having a quality product can lead to poor reviews and poor sales down the road. You also want to make sure that you contact more than one supplier. Even if your first supplier says all the right things and feels like the right one, you want to check out at least 2 or 3 suppliers, but most likely even 5 to 10, to make sure that you're really getting the best product and the best deal. And don't be afraid to ask for what you want. You'll never get anything in this business or in life if you don't tell people exactly what you want. However, you do need to be reasonable and realize that on your very first order when you're brand new, you don't want to go overboard trying to negotiate too much. Negotiating will become much easier later on once you've established yourself as a real seller. And you also don't want to underestimate the total shipping time that it takes to get these products from the manufacturer to you and to Amazon. Even though shipping itself may only take 20 to 21 days, there is some time up front to get the product from the manufacturer to the port, and then there's more time getting the product from the port unloaded and either to you or to Amazon. And that's it for this lesson. Head on over to the next lesson, and I'll see you there.